Hey everybody, welcome back to Matthew Kelly Pottery on YouTube. I hope you are doing well today. Today is shelf cleaning day for the wood kiln because I've got just about all the pots made. I've got a large bisque load going in my gas kiln, the last one of those. I've got a few more little saucers that I'm gonna make for the wood kiln, but those are gonna go in green. No glaze, just put a little glass in the bottom and the rest will be salt glaze. But today is the day to clean all the shelves. I've got 2, 4, 6. I've cleaned 8 out of, I have 48 shelves. I think I used either 42 or 44 in the first firing, so I need to clean all of those. I've only cleaned 8 so far, but just thought I'd show you guys a little bit what goes into prepping for loading the wood kiln and firing it. So yeah, this is it. So let me switch the camera around, show you some of these shelves a little bit more up close and what I have to do to clean them. And then, yeah, we'll do a little bit of a time lapse of me cleaning the shelves. Let's go. All right, there you go. There's, let's see, there's 3 stacks of shelves here. I've got another stack over by the gas kiln, and this is the stack that I've already started cleaning. You can see some of the marks there from the blade on my grinder, but you can see here all the salt residue that's on some of these shelves, and you can actually even see where this pot was sitting. There was 5 wads right there, and you can see all the salt kind of went around the bottom of that pot, and there was some other wads there and there. So you can kind of see where some of the pots were on some of the shelves, and but I got to get all this excess salt off of there. If you can see it, maybe if I turn to the side, some of it's on there, and it is 3D, but you want to clean all that excess off because every time there's going to be salt build up on these shelves, and you want to make sure you get that off and get a nice smooth surface so that the wads and the pots come off clean in every single firing. I don't use kiln wash on these shelves, but they're made so they can handle this salt. You can see there, that's the nice texture. That's kind of looks like the surface of a moon or another planet, doesn't it? So, but you can see all that salt buildup on those. It just depends on where they are in the kiln, also how much salt gets on the shelves. Yeah, thought I'd show you guys that. And like I said, you can see there, these nice clean. I'm cleaning all the edges as well because you can see some of the edges of these get salt buildup on them as well. If you see this one here, that one in the back there, it's got plenty of salt on the edges. Probably got a lot of salt built up. Yeah, look at that. Even a big glaze drip there. So some of them are more dirtier than others, but just got to get them cleaned up. Like I said, there's one more stack right there, and I think the back 4 or 6 in that stack have not been used, so I won't have to clean those. But the kiln is not completely cleaned out, but I cleaned out, I got a majority of the, I got to sweep it out. I got a few things to grind on the floor there, and then we'll start loading. So all right, now it's time to go time lapse of grinding shelves. All right, real quick before we do the time lapse, I'll just show you what I have here. I have 2 grinders, 4.5-inch grinders. I got one with a diamond cup blade on there. So these little pads on here have bits of diamond in them, and that helps clean off the thicker, chunkier material. You just don't want to push too hard on these. You could gouge one of the shelves. And then I have these, let's see, zirconia. Maybe it's cubic zirconia. I can't remember. That's the fake diamond stuff. Maybe that's what it is. But it's a flat disc, and I use these for grinding the smoother stuff. But they're mainly used a lot in metal fabrication, but those work really well for this as well. Got my gloves, my mask, my safety glasses, and my ear protection. So we're going to be all suited up and ready to roll. video, you can see that that was only 4 shelves. I might do some more time lapse. We'll see how long that's going to be. But I thought I'd show you this one that was really dirty. This is the one that I zoomed up closer in the end of the time lapse there. This is the bottom side, but the top side, you could see where all that real thick and where that circle of glaze was right down there. And honestly, even with my bare hand, running my hand across this now, it's very smooth. So as far as that goes, it did a great job. But here, let me set this shelf down, and I'll give you a couple more thoughts. So as you can tell, I've got a foam mattress pad here on top of these boards on this sawhorse, so that as I'm working on the shelves, this absorbs some of the vibration. You know, those shelves being $200+ a piece, I don't take it very lightly when I go to clean them or use them or handle them in any way. So I want to make sure that I'm handling them very carefully. I don't want them to break or crack to the best of my ability. As far as cleaning them, you know, in my opinion, using just the same with all the shelves. These are honestly the best shelves that I think you can buy for doing this. I try to get some of the best tools that I think that I can get for doing this. When it comes to these cut blades, this is a DeWalt grinder, and that's a DeWalt blade. The grinder I don't think matters quite as much as the blades do, but in my personal opinion, out of all the blades that I've used, the DeWalt ones are the best. I'm sure any high-end brand blade that you can buy will be good, but buying the cheap ones from, you know, just no-name stores or even sometimes on Amazon are just not the best. So I'll recommend getting those. I do buy these on Amazon. And the flap discs, these are off-brand, but those, and I might look into buying a better brand of flap disc, but these work out really well. So I also have a diamond cutting blades that I use some of those sometimes as well for getting things off. But for these bigger projects, the cut blade, and actually if I even had a bigger grinder, maybe even a 6-inch cut blade would work even better or quicker for some of those, but it's not that bad. They're just very heavy, as you can tell, and so I'm trying to handle them very gingerly and not hurt myself, stay safe by wearing all the safety gear, and get all these cleaned up. So all right, well, there's 12 done, and there's 2 stacks of my smaller shelves here, which will be nice because they're thinner and they're smaller in dimension. So get all these 24 shelves cleaned, and then there's about, like I said, probably 8 more in that other stack of the large ones, and we'll get those done. And yeah, then who knows what the rest of this video will entail, but yeah, just wanted to bring you guys along, as I said. So all right, there we go. There we go. All 48 shelves are clean, ready to load in the kiln. So I had to, took a break in the middle, well, in the middle, not in the middle of the day. I was gonna say in the middle of the day. I took a break in the middle of sanding them all, or cleaning, grinding, whatever you want to call it. I took a break in the middle of cleaning them all, and got back out here and finished up. And thankfully it wasn't too hot of a day that I got it all done. And I was gonna get it done either way, but Still sweating, but it could have been a lot worse in June in North Carolina. So anyway, got like I said, I got 24 of each size. These are the 2 foot by 2 foot, 7/8 of an inch thick, and those are 18 by 24s, and I believe they're 3/4 of an inch thick. So like I said, real high quality shelves, and super glad I have them. They cost me a fortune, as you guys know, but super glad I have the best that I could afford and the best that I knew to get. And looking forward to start loading the kiln here in a couple days. So tomorrow I'll start glazing, so maybe we'll do some clips or a video of that. But just wanted to bring you guys back here, show you guys the finished shelves, and yeah, so this might be a little bit shorter of a video, but like I said, just wanted to show you guys a little bit of the process of cleaning these. And yeah, so it's first time actually cleaning shelves for this, because I've only fired it once and I didn't have to clean them when they were brand new. So definitely took a little longer than I thought, but they were pretty clean because I didn't use a whole, I mean, I used a decent amount of salt, but being the first time firing, but if I keep them clean every single time, then it shouldn't be too bad every time I fire. And just trying to be super careful, as I said, while I clean them so that they stay in good shape. So anyway, I got lots of other things on my mind, and now it's probably not the time to share them. I think I'll collect some of those thoughts and share them later. Just things that actually don't pertain to pottery. And maybe we'll do this. Maybe put it this way. I got some things that I want to share, just personal feelings about what's going on in the world. Not necessarily politics, but just having to do with what I believe about our country. I'm definitely a patriot. I love America. I love what it was founded on. And yeah, so those are the things that I want to share. And maybe just leave a comment if you don't care to hear that, or if you'd love to hear my thoughts on that. Definitely would not be sharing them just to try to convince or sway anybody's opinion. But there's definitely some things that I feel strongly about that I would love to share with you guys. And if you don't want to hear them, maybe I'll just put it at the end of a video once I get all my thoughts together, and I'll preface it. And if you don't want to hear it, you can just turn off the video. And if you do want to hear it, you can stick around. But I consider plenty of you my friends, and kind of like extended family. I've met plenty of you, and you're all the ones I've met are great people. And I appreciate all of you being here and supporting the channel and watching the videos. I know you've learned a lot, and it's helped me, you know, in the process as well, because I've learned a lot about myself. I've learned how to explain what I do. I've learned how to what works and what doesn't work as far as education on pottery stuff. So but anyway, we're going to continue to make videos either way. But you know, like I said, there's some things that I would love to share, but you know, in the climate on YouTube and in America right now, it's kind of like you could be intimidated not to share some of your feelings on things because of what could happen. But honestly, I'm tired of feeling that way as well, and that's kind of why I want to share some of the things I want to share. And if not that anything that I would share I don't think would be very controversial, but then again too, people can turn what you say into whatever they want these days. But I think you guys know me well enough that if I share something like that with you guys, that you'll respect my opinion, and know that I'm not doing it. I'm doing it out of the fact that like I said, I love people. I love this country, and I want to see it survive, and I want to see as many people as possible in the whole world have a good life, have freedom, succeed, and live a great life. So anyway, thank you guys as always for being here. That was a long outro, but yeah, if you have any thoughts on that, whether you want to hear me share it or not, then leave that in the comments. And if I'll probably say it anyways eventually once I get all my thoughts together, and we'll put that in the end of the video and preface it. But anyway, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. The audio on this part might be a little bit different because I didn't use my microphone at all today either. But gonna be a shorter video, the time lapse of cleaning the shelves, and a little bit of explanation. But getting ready to fire. It's exciting, firing number 2. So anyway, thank you guys as always, and we'll see you soon. All right, bye.